Hello everybody, this is Troy, and in this video I'm going to do a solve of the centrum so you can kind of see how this puzzle works. Now basically this is just a 3x3, so it's going to be a basic 3x3 solve. I'm going to use the beginner's method on this, and there's just a few extra steps you'll need to do regarding center rotation that you might need to learn if you hadn't ever solved a puzzle that had that kind of thing in it. The corners on this particular puzzle happen to be these little triangle pieces, so they don't have any rotation at all. So that's one thing that we won't have to deal with on this. Now, one thing about this puzzle, there's not any particular side that's beneficial to start. There's no white side or anything. Every side kind of has a bunch of colors. So I generally just grab one, and I'm going to start here, and I'm going to look at this, and I can see these colors. Well, it's more helpful to not look at the center piece here where I've got the green and yellow. Look on the sides of those pieces. So in this case, it's blue and white, and I'm going to want to find an edge that fits in here. It's going to be blue and white, and then these little areas in here are going to be the yellow and green. So I'm going to go look for that piece, and actually it's right here. So I can just put that one in, and that one's right in place there. You can see I've got blue to blue, green to green, so on. So now we're going to move over to the next one, and again we want to go off this yellow purple, but we're actually going for the white and blue. So I'm going to take a look, and I see that piece right here, and I'm going to just slide it into position. So far so good. Next we want to look for our light blue and orange, and I see that right. I don't see that. And I may need to edit this video if I see a section where I'm stuck for a while looking for a piece. I see it right here. So let me get that positioned over here and bring it over. There it is. So now I've got those three. I should just have this one. I'm looking for an orange and blue. There's an orange and blue here, although I see that it is backwards to the way I want, so we're just going to just cycle it around. So now at this point I've got all of the edges on my center, and if you look at this is it's just a 3x3, and so I need to put in these corners. I don't have to worry about any rotation on them, so this will be fairly straightforward. I just need to find the right color one. So I'm just going to cycle these in. There's a blue one, there's a blue one, a white one is right here, and a light blue one is right here. So at this point we've got our first layer done, and we can start looking at the second layer and what we need to do. Now I can already see right away that I happen to have this one not only in the right place but also the right orientation, because I see this yellow here flows around, and also the purple up here. If I didn't have that, I would have to look and try to find what matched somewhere, but I know this one's correct, so I'm just going to start here. So that one's good. We're going to go to the next one. Now in this one I need to have the colors purple and red to be here, and so I see that if I rotated this 90 degrees towards me, that would give me the right orientation. So what I want to do is take these colors right here, and I want to protect them so I can rotate this center. So I'm going to take those, I'm going to put them on the bottom, and I'm going to move them away, and then I'm going to rotate that towards me, that one, and then I'm going to put everything back. And when I do that, you'll see there's my purple and red. That center is good. Now we're going to go to the next one. We're going to do the same thing. In this case, we've got a red and green, and again I can see here's my red and green. I want to go one turn towards me. So we're going to go down and over, and we're going to go one turn towards me, and then we're just going to put those back. And there we have that center, and we should have one more center. In this case we want green and yellow, and this is going to be one turn away from me to position that. So I'm going to take those two, I'm going to protect them, one turn away from me, put that back, and at this point we've now solved our centers, the orientations, and so now all I need to do is some edge inserts to finish the second layer. So I'm going to look let's grab this one. I'm going to look for a blue purple. And actually there is a blue purple here. This is the one I need. It's actually in place, so I will need to pull it out. So I'm just going to do a insert of any random piece just to get it out of there. And here I'm going to find it again. It's right here. Blue purple, here it is. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Here it is. So this piece right here, which needs to go up into here. So what I'm going to do, let me position the camera there. So this is just a basic beginner method insertion, like you would do for the second layer. And so I've put that in place. I'm going to go to the next one. In this case, I want a white and a red. And I see a white red here, and I see that this one goes up the other way. So again, that same move, except this time I'm flipping it. And we are going to have that in place. And then I'm going to go to find my top layer again here. My next one, that one's in place. That one's in place, that one's in place. Here we go. We want to put the, sorry, I'm trying to keep track of my position here. I may have turned something incorrectly. Blue-green here is what I want to put in. So let me find that one. So it's over here. We're going to skip that. We're going to go orange-yellow. And my orange-yellow is here. So let's put this one in. And now we should have our blue-green available to us right here, and it's going to insert up there. So I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, so at this point we should have our first two layers completely done, and we need to look at our final layer to figure out what we need to do here. Now this, for me on this puzzle, has been the most difficult part, trying to determine what you're actually looking at here. We're trying to look to see if we have a dot case, a line case, or an L case, and sometimes this can be a little tricky. So what I want to look at is each of these edges and try to determine what I have. And I see that this yellow and this purple don't work, so this one's going to be wrong. I see that this purple and red are also not correct, and so they are going to be wrong. And this red and green is correct, and so this one is good, and that would mean that this one is going to be good as well. And I'm just confirming that. Yellow, green, yes. So what I have is these two are correct, and the other two are not. So this is going to be an L case, with these two being there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wide turn, and we're going to put that back up there, and I'm going to see what we have. We have now, we've got this that matches, we've got this that matches, and I need to do a soon case to flip these two around. So I'm going to do that. And that will give me this. Now, it looks like everything is getting close. My center cap is rotated 180 degrees, and my corners are off. So let's rotate this center cap. And the way to rotate a center cap 180 degrees is just repeat this move, that move 5 times. There we go. We've now got the center, and the only thing I have to do is rotate or move these corners, cycle them. And so this is going to be just a basic A-perm. I've got the one that's solved right here. And so let me do that. and I went the wrong way, so I'm going to run that one more time. And there we have the solved Centroid cube. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.